Not only does Pearl slap, but Mia Goth, she's the front runner for lead actress. Give her the Oscar as of right now. I'm just saying it. Hello, welcome back, and today I'm reviewing the new film by Ti West, Pearl, a prequel to X. For those who didn't see X, X wins the award for best horror movie you don't want to watch with your parents. I thought X was really good. You had some good kills, some compelling characters, a lot of small details. You know, like in Get Out, when you go back and you watch things a second time and it clicks better, it all makes sense. I thought X was like that, and I think Pearl does that too. I'm not going to spoil either movie, but Pearl is pretty much the story, the prequel, the setup of a character in X, and I think it is fantastic, maybe even better than X. The cast in this movie is very small, so let's talk about Mia Goth because this is her movie. The movie lives and dies on her shoulders. If this performance is not good, the movie's not good, but she's fantastic. I thought Mia Goth was good in X, but there's just so many characters in that film. She doesn't get quite as much of the spotlight, but she gets the spotlight in this movie, and like I said, she's great. The character of Pearl, I think, is really good, because when you have a character who's kind of evil later on, the way that you set them up is really important. Going into this movie, I didn't want them to make me sympathize necessarily with Pearl or justify her actions, but it does a great job of helping us understand her character better. There are so many seeds planted in this movie that come to fruition in X, so many small character bits that you understand why she does what she does in X even better than you did originally. Any mention of like, oh, this person, they need to be younger, or they gotta have X factor, all of that just hits way harder once you've seen X, and I really think you should watch both of these movies. The struggle of Pearl, I think, is really interesting because you know, you have these people, these creative people who want to dance, or they want to write, or they want to sing. They have these crazy dreams, and sometimes when they toe the line of the world owes this to me, it's not healthy. You have to add in the hard work, you have to add in the talent, and sometimes it sucks when you want something so bad, but you don't have the talent for that. It's something that I'm sure a lot of people have really dealt with, and I think in this movie, it's a really sad arc for Pearl. I definitely felt bad for her. I definitely understood where she was coming from, but just like all great villains, you disagree with how she goes about it. I thought probably the second best character in this whole thing was Pearl's mom, because she's, again, a really interesting and real character. This is a character who so much awful, terrible things have happened to her, and she fights so much with Pearl, who thinks that she is above this. There are so many scenes in this movie when they're going back and forth, they're having this argument, and I understand both points. Not one character is portrayed as this character is right and this character is wrong. They both have some legit points, and I see where they're both coming from. Pearl wants to run away. She doesn't want to live her life taking care of her sick dad, taking care of farm animals. She wants to pursue her dreams, but also she kind of owes it to her family to help them out. You want to support your child as a parent, but I think part of that comes from respect, and both the characters kind of struggle with that respect and support dynamic. As far as the horror goes, this is not nearly as scary, as thriller, as tension-inducing as X. It is a lot more of a slower film. When I left the theater, the people behind me, I heard them, they were like leaving the theater with me, they were like, I didn't get it, the movie was kind of slow, especially the start. Dude, it's the setup, man, come on. Speaking of the setup, the whole vibe, the whole aesthetic of this movie is awesome. It takes you back to that era of the early 1900s, and I think that cinematically, it's just crafted so well. The lighting where everything's lit like a little too perfect, it takes you back to that era of filmmaking, and the score reflects that too, but the score also dives into the newer and scarier themes of modern horror, and I think that they blended those really well together. In fact, the score in general, it freaking slaps. There's one scene where Pearl goes to the movie, the score is beautiful, the score is so good. I thought Ti West did a great job in both these films. I think Pearl, I might like a little better, but they're pretty even. It's a movie that I think you should see X to understand, but I don't think that you have to. What Ti West is doing with this trilogy, though, I think is a really cool thing. I thought this was great. Mia Goth is fantastic, and you should watch it, just not with your parents. All of the other supporting actors are really good. There are some fantastic scenes in this movie. I think Ti West just directed the hell out of it. It's just everything you want in a movie. It's well acted, it's well shot, it's well made. The crew, the score, it's just textbook. Taking a look over here at our tier list for the year, I think it's tough. I'm gonna put it right before Prey, right in front of Top Gun Maverick. I have to warn you though that this is me having kind of a bias towards horror. I really did enjoy X. If you didn't like X, I could see this being way lower on the list. If Top Gun's your speed, you got the need, and I totally respect that. For me though, Ty West, Mia Goth, they knocked it out of the park, so I feel pretty good about it here. There is one monologue in this movie, Academy Award. She has at least a nomination, right? Something? That's the review. Check out this one, or this one, or this one. Thank you for watching. Don't watch this with your parents. I'm warning you now.